What's up traders, this is TRADERCHAMP. So let's have a look on the EXPO Lanka. So this video is going to be some trading activities, so not clear analysis on EXPO Lanka, but still I'm planning to take up the entry based on the technical side. So as I have spotted an interesting structure that we should look at over the EXPO Lanka holdings. So this is something which is highly active and also based on the volume and also the capital, market capital. This is a huge whale on the CSC. So let's have a look on the perspective on 4-hour time frame. So based on the analysis and also the trade setup, I will be taking up my personal investments on EXPO Lanka. So if you're looking for an opportunity to take up with EXPO Lanka, or for a new opportunity that you should take up for profitable income, so this can be taken up at your own risk. So this is not a recommendation for you guys, but still this is just for fun and for your educational purposes. So this is how I'm going to take up my entry on EXPO Lanka. So on the monthly time frame, so I'll be moving back to the monthly time frame. I have identified that the market and also the price of EXPO Lanka is on a clear correction period, so which is we have had a good bullish momentum for a period since 2020, and right now we are on a correction or a bearish momentum since 2022. So up to now we have seen some consolidation price action, and which is not clearly a healthy market for many investors, as some have got trapped around in a higher price level since when the bullish market has been active for EXPO Lanka. So in this moment I'm going to take up and look for any possible opportunities. So and also I'm going to trade up with my paper trading for TradingView, so that will be going to be your reference and my activity as well. So anything profit or loss, that depends on the market activity, and also I am 100% satisfied with whatever the result will be. So let's have a look on the monthly time frame. So once again I have said that this is on a correction period, and also I have witnessed that the price has already created the major support. The major support that I have identified on the monthly time frame is also perfectly aligned with the current market price, so which is the current market price is already holding up close to the major support that we have identified on the monthly time frame. The support is where we have seen active buyers, so which the buyers are not willing to sell off and not willing to drop the prices right below this level. So this is going to be a huge actively buying area. So this area we have seen highly active buying pressure and sentiment, and also based on the trend line we can clearly identify that we had a breakout earlier, and right now we are on a correction or a reversal in order to retest back towards the level we have highlighted, and also the trend line. So let's move back into the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame it is going to be more clear than the monthly time frame, and also here we can see that once we have connected the lower highs, the market price is still remaining below the level, so which is not a possible bullish scenario at the moment, but still we are on a good buying area. So which is much interesting that even each time when the price hits this level, we have seen a 39% gain during this period, and then once again we have seen another possible buyback which has caused or brought up around 21% gain here, and once again around this low we have seen a potential of 25% gains here. So as long as we are taking up the recent price momentum, and also if we consider the previous price momentums, we have seen around 82%, and once again over somewhere close to here, but still we had a huge drawdown here. The drawdown means we have been floated around in a loss before the take up to the upside momentum. So here we had around 72%, and once again in this area, in this situation, we have taken up around 58%. So the price is clearly indicating that these level that we have picked up, and also the price has reacted over this area, has been significant, and brought up huge buying pressure or buying interest. So it is very clear this is a perfect buying area. So since the price of current market price of EXPO Lanka is holding up this level, and also on the 4-hour time frame, I have identified an interesting structure, so which is a possible short-term buying entry and also a possible opportunity that you can take up based on your risk management and whatever. So I'm not responsible for any financial losses, so it's completely up to you. So here I have been decided and also identified this trend line, since we have the price has created the high lows, so which is a clear bullish trend right now. So the price is reacting over the trend line, and here also we have a minor support which the price has got rejected. So here we had some short-term buying pressure, so this is a perfect demand zone on the short-term period, right? So here also when we extend the demand zone, here we have clearly identified that the price is more reacted to this demand zone over the period since August and whatever the period it is completely depending upon the backtesting period. So but still this demand zone is highly reacting over the buying pressure. So also this short-term buying area, and also when we consider this low as the support, we have another buying opportunity here, since the backtesting is done around March 2023, right, on last year. So here we have two major supports that has brought up huge buying pressure, somewhere considerable, about considerable amount of 20 to 25%, whatever. So that is a decent amount of profit. If we invest around 100,000, then we can make up to 20,000 of profit, and we can exit with 120,000 with the including the profit. So based on the price action, we can clearly identify that we are on the support here. So I'll be labeling that as the demand, so for to be more accurate with the analysis. So here we have labeled that as demand, and also once again here we have another demand, so which has caused the drawdown and also brought up a huge buying pressure. So once again we have the opportunity here, so I have decided to take up a buying entry here, since we have the confirmations of a buying or bullish reversal here. The 4-hour time frame is reacting over this area. So when we move closer to the time frame, we can clearly identify that this previous candle that has been identified on the 4-hour time frame has rejected with a strong wick to the upside. This wick or this line that is causing the candle to close above this level means that we have active buyers still engaging with EXPO Lanka. So here, and the next candle after the previous candle closing has brought up the bullish sentiment, and which is probably going to be a bullish closing at the moment. So this is a good sign on the short-term period as well. So, and also we know that the monthly time frame and the weekly time frame is also perfectly aligning with the buying entry or the buying zone. So this large rectangle pattern or the highlighted zone is the major buy zone that we have identified on the monthly to weekly time frame. So I hope that this is clear for you guys. So since we are on the major buying zone on the monthly to weekly time frame, and also the short-term time frame, which is like hourly time frame, confirms that we are on a trend line or bullish trend line, and also the price is reacting favorable to the short-term demand zone identified and also the trend line. So I am willing to take up my bullish entry. So this is my paper trading. Just actually I will be activating my or including my trade on my mobile phone, so I'm not willing to show up my investments straight away on this video. So I'll be just showing up the entry on the paper trading, so which is a demo trading that is actively available for EXPO Lanka. So this is going to be your reference. So I will be showing up the results in the after when the market confirms the profit or the loss based on the entry. So first of all, I will be taking up the entry here. So let's take it up around 1000 or 100. All right, since I have taken up the demo entry, the demo trading for the reference for you guys. So the entry will be around 139, which is probably going to be 140 or somewhere close to that area. So I'll be right after the video, I'll be taking up the entry on my real account, and then I'll be taking up let's assume that I'll also like to share my risk management strategy. So in any case, just for your reference, if I have 100,000, let's assume that I have 100,000, right? So then I'll be taking up only 5 to 10% of investment that I have, so which is 10% means 10% equals rupees 10,000 of my total portfolio value, right? So which is this is my available funds on the total portfolio or in my CSE account. So I'll be only risking around 10% for this trade on EXPO Lanka on my real account. So just for your reference and for your educational purposes, this is how I manage my risk on my real trading. So I'll be investing only a 10,000 rupees on EXPO Lanka, and then I'll be risking only a 10%. So this is completely under my bearable value, so which is I can accept any losses which the market can cause in the near future. So this is the amount that I'm planning to take up, just for your reference. So the total value depends upon my real account, so I'm not actually willing to show up or open up the real value in my trading account. So just for your reference, so in for example, I say that if I have 100,000, then I will be only risking around 10%, so which is a 10,000 rupees based on the 100,000 that I have taken as example here. So the amounts and the trades that I'll be taking here is just for your reference and for your educational purposes. So do not report me and do not blame me right after then. So this is just for fun, just for your educational purposes. So this is how I personally take up my entries based on the charts and also the price action. So here, based on the technical factors that we have discussed so far, I have entered into the trade. So let's have a look on the entry and also the risk potential that we might have on the trade. So let's assume that if by any case the price draws to the downside, then I will be only risking around 10%, but still I will exit the trade by if the price hits the low that we have been seen earlier. So this is the low which the price has continued or build up the bullish trend. So once the price hits this low, means that this trade is going to be invalid. The reason why, even though we are on the monthly support, but still, even if we are on the major buying level, but still based on the entry, this is a short-term entry that we have taken up based on the 4-hour confirmation. So this is the 4-hour confirmation that we have initiated, but still if the price fails to the downside by breaking this trend line and also the demand zone, then this trade is going to be invalid. So I will be exiting the trade right away once the price hits the 125.75 level. So the reason why we have this low, which was the previous support, and then the price got shooted to the upside, but still if the price fails or willing to fail below this support and also the trend line, then this trade is going to be invalid. So this is the factors that I have considered based on my entry. So here we have seen a huge potential of movement to the upside, but still we have the fact that there is a possibility of failing the entries or the trade. So based on the price action and also the entry, that we can take a target that is very realistic and also possible to achieve in the near future. So here I am targeting up close to this high. The reason why we are on 1.61% on the Fibonacci retracement, so this is the risk management strategy. So this was the risk that I was explaining. So you should not go beyond the 10% of your total portfolio value. So that's the rule I'm completely following up with my investments. And here I have taken up the entry close to here, and this is going to be the target. Let's have a look the possibilities of achieving this target, since we have this high close to 162. So here we have a possibility of taking up a short-term entry, while we have a chance of seeing a target close to this area, because we had the previous hourly swing high close to 150, and then we are targeting close to 160 or 162 based on the Fibonacci levels. So I'll be removing this fib for a while in order to achieve the perfect analysis for your reference. So now we have entered our entry. Right now we know the invalidation point, which is the stop loss, and right now we have the take profit limit, so which is targeting the 1.61% on the Fibonacci retracement. And right away we can see that this level is holding up a short-term resistance, which is hourly resistance that we can clearly identify. So we have a shot back to the upside and then reverse, so which is a clear sell zone. So this is the short-term target that we have expected to see based on the entry. So here we can expect around 16% profit, so which is going to be somewhere close to 16% means 1600 based on the investment of 10,000. So which is like, if I invest 10,000 rupees here, then with a 16% means 16%. So we add up a 16%, so 16% profit, and then the total will be 11,600 rupees at the time of when I'm exceeding the trade. The reason why we only have a 16% profit targeted over here, the reason we are taking up a short-term entry, and also we have taken up the entry which is close to 139 or 140, and then we are targeting close to 160, so which is probably an realistic target. And also I have a short-term target which is close to the 150 level. The reason why I'm about to take up the profits in case if the price is looking for a reversal back towards my entry. So we have a possibility of revisiting back to the 150 and then reverse back to the entry level. So in that case, I'm not willing to miss the entry or the effort that I'm taking up here. So here I will be taking up around 10% profit or 9% profit, which is close to this area. So the first target will be around 10%, and then the second target will be around 16%. So this is how I will be taking up my entries. So this is how my premium members are taking up entries. So all entries that I'm taking up based on the technical analysis and the factors that I'm validating with the price action. So it is clearly upon a trade plan. So this is how I plan my entries and also my portfolio. So this is not recommended to take up on your real account, but still you can have an understanding on my theory and my concepts that I'm using to trade on stock market and whatever the financial instruments that I'm taking trading personally. And this is how I plan my trades and plan my risks and also the rewards that I will be expecting in the future. So this is completely based on the technical analysis, and also I have ignored all the negative factors and whatever you can come up with negative factors that it will not come up or show up any profit in the near future. And also I agree that this trade can fail and it might fail, but still we have a hope based on technical analysis, because we have had the trade on the valid confirmations. So we had the support and also the trend line and also the bullish confirmations we have received on the short-term period, and also we have a realistic target that is not shooting to the moon like how people have done during the EXPO Lanka bullish momentum or the bullish ride. So this is completely based on the technical factors. And also, and again, I will not recommend you guys to take up the entry only take up the entry if you are liable to take the risk and if you agree to take up the risk. So any risk or reward based on the timings and also the performance of the current stock that we have picked up here, EXPO. So this is not to hype anything, so this is completely based on for the education purposes, and this is completely based on the demo trading. So here I have taken the trade on the demo trading, so I will be moving the profit target for the trade over here. All right, I will be modifying that, and also I will exit the trade when the stop loss hits around 126. So this is the trade, so I will show up the trade result in the near future once the trade gets closed based on the price action. So this is it, and hope this analysis is useful, and make sure to thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Bye bye.